At first, I thought this was just going to be another review of another Chinese car. Well, prepare to be shocked. 469,000 rands, 150 kilowatts of power. It's hybrid and it does 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just under 8 seconds. So the real question is, why are people still buying anything else? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the all-new Chery Tiggo Cross Hybrid Elite. And honestly, in 2026, this isn't just another small SUV. This is Chery basically saying, we are here now. Let us be honest, with fuel prices going so high, we all need a car that can do 1,000 kilometers of range on one full tank. 1,000 kilometers. It doesn't get better than this. Now, pricing starts just under 280,000 rands for the Tiggo Cross petrol variant. But this one, the top spec hybrid model, the Elite, sits at 469,900. Now, entry into the hybrid range starts at just about 439,900 with the Comfort model. But let's be real, what does it actually cost to live with? Before anything, insurance. So I jumped onto hippo.co.za to compare insurance quotes, and I got a few quotes, with the lowest coming in at about 941 rands per month. Factor in your monthly installment and the cost of one full tank, and cost of ownership would jump to 11,362 rands per month. And all of this based on my own profile. And well, if you're looking at getting one, you can check it out on Auto Trader. Underneath the bonnet, well, that's where things get a little bit interesting. You have a 1.5 liter petrol engine paired with an electric motor, putting out a combined power output of 150 kilowatts of power, 310 newton meters of torque. And I'm telling you now, the way this thing delivers power, it will surprise you. It's actually stronger than something like the Jolion Hybrid. Because this uses a hybrid dedicated transmission, power delivery is really smooth. However, should you ever need power and you put your foot down, there is a whine that sounds like that of a CVT transmission, but this is by no chance a CVT transmission. And because it doesn't have that typical CVT feel, it's smooth, but also quick when you need it to be. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour happens in around 8 seconds. So in order to launch this one, first things first, you have to make sure that it's in sport mode.
It has entered economy mode. It has entered sport mode.
And then you put your left foot on the brake and your right foot on the accelerator. You should be ready. Go. That's hot hatch numbers in a family SUV. And the best part? It's a self-charging hybrid. No plug, no stress. Now, here's the thing. If you decide to push this thing too hard, you will get the CVT drone until it changes to second speed. It will still be there, but it comes with progression in speed, which is rather quite intriguing. The nice thing is that at low speeds and everyday acceleration, you will not hear the 2-speed dedicated hybrid transmission. And now for the part you have been waiting for, the fuel consumption. Well, Chery claims a fuel consumption of 5.4 liters per 100 kilometers. And with fuel prices doing whatever they want these days, this just makes sense. If you drive it properly, you can even drop into the high 4s. Now, in real world day-to-day, I was seeing between 4.9 liters per 100 kilometers to 5.6 liters per 100 kilometers. It is that good. The EV tech here is on another level. It will seamlessly engage and disengage, no problem. Once again, no charging required. Driving it, at low speeds, it feels almost electric. Silent pull away, instant torque, and very easy to drive. On the road, it's comfortable, it deals with bumps nicely, and it stays stable. You've got sport and eco modes. But honestly, if you're buying this for what it's meant for, efficiency, those two modes are all you really need. You can also adjust the steering, make it light or a bit sportier. Now, I'll be honest, it's not the most engaging car to drive. However, it is a smooth ride. The steering is quite light and perfect for everyday driving, although some people have complained that it's rather too light. However, for me personally, it works. And with that, let's talk about the design. Up front, this is where things really change. You have this massive big grille, sharp LED headlights. It actually looks more expensive than it is. From the side, it's no longer that boxy shape like you'd get in the Tiggo 4 Pro. Now it's more sporty and more modern. And those 17-inch alloy wheels with the red brake calipers, they just finish it off nicely. At the rear, it's clean, simple, and you have the full LED light bar. The look is almost reminiscent of the look you'd get from the Tiggo 8 Pro. Boot space is solid too. You have around 380 liters of boot capacity with the seats up and over 1,000 if you drop the seats down. And yes, you still get a spare wheel, even though it's a hybrid. That's a first. Inside, this is where Chery is really winning right now. Just check it out. Nice. You have soft touch materials, a nice dashboard layout. It's feature packed in here. You've got a fast wireless charger, dual screens, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility, and these seats, they are very comfortable. You've got dual climate control for your front passengers and rear air vents for your rear passengers. You also have USB ports everywhere and a 12-volt socket. Honestly, this is proper value for money. And as for me, I could daily this easily. At 1.86 meters tall, I fit just fine behind my own sitting position. This car is practical. There's space, storage, and cup holders. Everything you actually need. In terms of safety, well, from an advanced safety system perspective, I would say you're fully covered. You've got adaptive cruise control, emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, lane keep assist, a 360 crystal clear camera, 7 airbags, and ISOFIX anchor points for the kids. Now, for your peace of mind, this Cross comes with a 5-year or 150,000 kilometer warranty, a 5-year or 60,000 kilometer service plan, whichever comes first, as well as a 1 million kilometer or 10-year warranty for the first owner. And one more thing, a 10-year unlimited kilometer battery warranty. Now, in terms of rivals, the Tiggo Cross Hybrid competes with vehicles the likes of the Corolla Cross Hybrid, the VW T-Cross, as well as the Jolion Hybrid. But here's the thing, the Corolla gives you badge and known reputation. The Jolion gives you price for something that looks slightly bigger than this, but this gives you power and features. Well, should your weekend getaway include a bit of gravel? Well, this will handle it no problem. And with that, here's 2 things I like about the vehicle and 2 things I don't like about it. Number 1, in terms of the things I like, the power. It's honestly one of the strongest here. And number 2, the value. You're getting a lot for your money. And in terms of the things I do not like, the steering. It feels a little bit too light. However, there is a fix. You can put it into sport mode for that weighted feel. And when you push it, it does get a bit noisy in here. So then, the Chery Tiggo Cross Hybrid. Well, this isn't just a good car. This is Chery making a statement. If you want badge prestige, you'll still go Toyota or VW. But if you want the most car for your money, this is a very, very smart buy. Now, if you had 470,000 rands, are you choosing this or something else? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, wait, hang on a second. If you haven't yet done so, please be kind to like, subscribe, and to hit that bell icon for more content like this. And of course, share with your friends, family, relatives, whoever it is that you can share with. We're on the way to 150,000 subscribers. And yes, I'm currently working on something that's gonna help any consumer in search of a car. And with that, until the next one,